Hi. I got this book here, Declaration of Independence, Constitution of the United States of America, Bill of Rights. The American Revolution was before the French Revolution, and Tom Jefferson, who did the Declaration, if he was in England at that time, he would have been a poet. He would have been with Shelley and Keats and all of them. But because he was in America, he was a politician. They didn't have any poets then. But they had goody gumdrops like Tom Paine, Sam Adams, Hamilton, good peoples, smart peoples. And so I'll read what I think are the best shots, let's say first, of the Declaration of Independence. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident. That's Martin Luther King, right? That all men are created equal, that some are more equal than others. That's what they later laid as a joke into it. That they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and a pursuit of happiness, but not taking drugs, which is my happiness, so something's wrong here. Also, it was not the freedom of slavery, so what was the equality? It wasn't for all people, so it's a little bullshit here. That's why the Civil War happened, because Tom Jefferson, if he was really smart, he would have then laid down that all people, black, yellow, whatever, are free. He didn't do it. Anyway, let me finish the shot. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. Yeah. And to institute new government. Yeah. That's what I'm for. That's what poetry does. When a long train of abuses and usurpations, wait, let me pronounce that word right. Usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Well, that hasn't happened in America. There has not been any revolution in this country since the first one that they set up. They won't allow it either. They'll only hail this revolution, and they don't even know if this was a revolution, this American one. I feel there's tyranny today. There's not really civil rights. I mean, to be black and look in the mirror and go out in the street is to be born with a second strike against you. The first strike is we all die. All right, there's not freedom for women. Women, they have to fight it in courts, what they do with their own body. My God. No, this is not perfect at all. That's why they had the amendments. So let's check out the amendments, which is the Constitution of the United States of America, Bill of Rights. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. And this is what the President of the United States has to swear by when he's inaugurated. Okay, the amendments, they're the big ball game. To the Constitution of the United States, ratified according to the provisions of the 5th article of the foregoing Constitution. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of government. Well, that's all right. I think you can talk, but that press thing, that can hurt people, man. I mean, I don't think they should pay any penalties or nothing like that, but somehow be kinder. The press really, just to sell their papers and all that, they didn't get that in this. They didn't put the greed of the media, the fucking Mongolization of the media in it. Although freedom of speech is guaranteed, granted, great, I can write anything I want with my poetry, but I'm careful what I say, my God. All right, Amendment 2. Well, this is the right to bear arms. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. This kills a lot of people. Of a free state, that means everybody carries a gun, right? Or the militia. Now the militia, a well-regulated militia, it doesn't mean that everybody has a gun. Well, that's it. That's a big one, a heavy one, and to me, antique one. Doesn't hold up to the other goodies in this. The Third Amendment, soldiers in time of peace. Nobody wants to hear that. But Amendment 4, right of search. This is what the police get their power from. This is where the police become an occupation force rather than the caretakers or necessary evil. All right, the Fourth Amendment, right of search. Now that's been abused. I mean, even before I read this, in my time, I've seen a lot of, well, 1930, I've seen World War II, I've seen the Depression, I've seen the the fall of communism. I saw poetry come to America. I saw a lot in my time. All right, the right of search. You get the DEA. They can stop you in the airport, and if they find, just pick you out, they don't like the way you look or something, if they find, let's say, $1,000 on you, they can take that $1,000. They don't care where you got it, they just can take it. So maybe you got this from drugs. That's awful. I mean, that's Hitlerian. So let me read you the Fourth Amendment and show you how they screw up the Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly by describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Now, at the airport, they're going to get that all at once. They just pick you out at the airport. Say, what do you got in that bag? Well, my God almighty, man, that is awful. That's scary. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. Double jeopardy, yeah. Nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself. That's the Fifth Amendment, yeah, taking the Fifth. Something's wrong with the Fourth and the Fifth heavily in America. Let's see the Sixth, right to trial for criminals. All right, this is a good one. Boy, this is needed, because I went through this shit, man. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right, mind you, shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial. Well, they got it today, where if they catch you, let's say, buying some marijuana or something like that, they don't give you a speedy trial. They keep you 3 days in jail by doing this, so you can't get a lawyer, you can't make a call. They send you from jail precinct to jail precinct for 3 days until you go to trial, so that you suffer 3 days at least in jail. That's just vengeance on the state's part. If they want to get you, they'll get you. Amendment 7, trial by jury reserved. I don't know if this is anything interesting. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. This is a big one, the 8th one, because capital punishment surely is a cruel and unusual punishment. That's the only death I'm against. And all of life, let it happen, we gotta die. But not capital punishment, because you got me involved in it. People's rights retained, okay. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Now, what does that mean? I mean, somebody help me. They can play on that one, but they sure can't play on the 8th one. Nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. I mean, that's clear. All right, Amendment X, powers of the states. Forget it. Amendment 11, judicial power limited. Forget it. Well, how close does this come to the biblical 10 Commandments? How close? I'll go back to this declaration, the rights of men defined. I mean, they're defining the rights of us human beings without any knowledge of evolution, how we may change, what amendments we may add or abolish. They had no idea, but it left an opening. They left an opening to it. But that doesn't mean that when they got rid of, an aeroplane. The fucking police. They're everywhere, the police. I'm telling you, they're like an occupation force. Anyway, when they got rid of Great Britain, that did not mean that Great Britain did not have a great system either. They had the what is it? The Magna Carta? Magna Carta, which a lot came from, this was taken. There goes another big plane. Man, the skies are filled with seagulls and airplanes. All right. My final thing on this is this. It's not perfecto. It's imperfect, but it's the best we got. And some countries would love to have it. Now, they could take it and abide by it, but they're ignorant of it. It takes a while to become accustomed to behave this way and to put up with the bullshit that comes out of it, the interpretations and whatnot. I mean, you do have a chance. Liberty not alone to the people of this country, but hope to all the world for all future time. I would think in Tenement Square, this was laid down when they made that funny Statue of Liberty there. They wanted something that we got, and we got a goodie, and we were compassionate. We gave Germany and Japan their big shot. They're big today. We did not dwindle them. So it ain't bad, America, but still, something's wrong.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud? Just direct your feet through to the sunny lights in the street. Can't you hear and bright stars through that happy tune is your step, or the ramparts we walk to the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade, the bombs bursting